It's Sunday morning, everyone. It's Sunday morning, Sagittarius full moon out here today. Got a big blue full moon tonight. And they say it's about making a wish. So make a wish. Write it down, say it out loud, take a picture of it, and then have faith. And whatever you wish for is going to come through by the graces of the Most High above. So I'm on my way to work today. Yeah, I work on a Sunday at the salon receptionist. So I'm going back into the plantation. It's just for a couple of hours today that I signed up for. I really don't like to do too many hours at this place because, for one, I'm standing as a receptionist. Yeah, it's interesting that I have to be standing as a receptionist. That's how plantations work. They have you doing all these silly, ridiculous things to do the job. It's just wild to me, actually. Doesn't make a lot of sense. So yeah, I like to do a couple hours at a time because I'm not going to be standing doing stuff on a computer and at a paperwork wise. You know, that's this. I don't know who came up with these ideologies about standing as a receptionist. You don't go anywhere and people are standing as receptionists except for the hotel. But I'm sure they can take a seat too at some point. And if they can't, then that's another job I would never do. I would never do it anyway. It's not in my line of, well, it is kind of customer service wise, but if it ain't doing hair, if I'm not standing, doing something with my hands, moving around, I'm not doing it. And then the computer that I work at is not even, it's not height length. Like, you know, you would think if they have you at a standing job, your computer should be at your eyes, or at least close to your head level, you know, but they're not. So, you know, that's a thing right there. But yeah, today's the full moon. I will be doing me some stuff this evening. Darn it, I meant to take out. Brain freeze, thinking of stuff that I needed to do before I left the house, but I was trying to hurry and leave the house because this time goes extremely fast. Who knows why? I don't understand why time goes as fast as it does, but it does, unfortunately. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but hey, you know, who am I? It's crazy, it's silly. I looked at the clock once and it said 10:19. I came in the kitchen to help my daughter. She's making brownies this early in the morning, but she has a sweet tooth this morning, so she's like, I need something. So I said, yeah, we'll do this. So she's making brownies. So I helped her prep her little stuff for her brownies this morning. And I look up. I mean, I still wasn't there that long. I wasn't doing stuff that long. And I look up. It's 10:30. I gotta be there at 11. I'm like, golly, what kind of time is this? I don't get it. It just speeds so fast when you have something to do. But then when you get, like when I get here, these little couple hours I'm working are gonna be the slowest freaking things. Slowest couple of hours ever. So it's like, oh my God. But so yeah, I don't think I'm going to be around here that long because it's a lot going on. I talked about it in another video. I haven't posted that video up yet though, but it's There's a lot going on at this place. And once again, I don't like being in racist atmospheres because I'm labeled as too black. Because I like being black and I'm proud to be black. Everything I do is from blackness, and otherly people don't like me being in my blackness. They say I'm too black. But I know how to be professional. Yes, I'm black. You can clearly see that. But I know how to be professional and fair, just and honest and transparent. It's just that people don't always like when I do. They usually see a side of me that they don't, or they don't usually like. They don't even look like they open. Is they open? They may be, but here's the gas station. What usually happens is they see that I'm nice and peachy pie and cool and down to earth and a good person, and then when they turn me and tick me, I won't say turn me, I'll say turn me or tick me, or when they switch up on me, I'll switch up on them. Yeah, I guess you can call me a bait and switcher. I bait them with my nice and kindness and transparency and my honesty and my, good vibes, right? And then when they switch up on me, I switch up on them. Yeah. This ain't that. This ain't that. They always tend to think that I'm younger than I am, number one. They always think that I'm like a 30-something-year-old teeny bopper. They think I'm 30, this is what they call the new age younger people. Or older but younger people. 30-something is like the new 20, I think they say. However they say it. But they always think that I'm young. And I'm not. I'm almost 50 years old. So they tend to kind of respond to me like I'm just as young as some of them. And that ain't even the case. That don't even be the case. That don't even be the case. I had to stop in here and get me a Red Bull. I do like Red Bulls. I do. Oh, they got a new one. What's this new one? Is it orange? What is it? Strawberry apricot. Let's try this. Got a new one. But yeah, they always tend to think that I'm younger than what I am, and I'm so not that. And sometimes I just gotta show them this is not that. Okay? This is not that. Hold on, let me pay for this. Good morning. Yes. Money's back here. What's the price? Thank you. I always bring the people in the door. When I walked in, no one was in there. As I'm paying for my things, here comes 3 people already in the door. It's interesting how that goes. That's the whole thing too, if you didn't know. You walk into a place and nobody's there. And then all of a sudden, a cluster of people come in all at once. I'm not talking just one person comes in the door after you. I mean like a couple of people come in after you. That's the thing. But that's the thing for another video. So, but yeah, people I usually work with always think that I am this little young chick. And they tend to want to test me. And then when they test me and they find out this ain't that, they're taken aback. they're taken aback. You got a grown woman with pink stuff all in her car. I mean, I don't have a thing against pink. I used to when I was younger. I didn't like pink. But as a grown woman, I'm not going to have my car with a whole bunch of pink stuff up in it. That's crazy. But anyway, yeah, so people, some of these people, they tend to think I'm young, so other people usually always tend to think that we're young and ignorant and we don't know too much. No way, you know, but we do. And then when we break out and show them some stuff, then they look like, oh my God, I didn't know what you would do that. Yeah. So don't test me. I've been in this world for half a, what is it, a decade, a half, a year, not a year, of course. I've been here long enough to understand how things work and to understand when the wool's been pulled over my eyes or when somebody want to play games with me. Yeah, I know, I ain't stupid. But so, yeah. So, that's a little interesting tidbit. I'm going to get on off of here because I do feel like I'm kind of rambling. I done took the video into the gas station with me to do a little chit chat. That's my first time doing that, taking it with me to do some stuff. So, but I'll be back on the next go round. So I'm going to call my son. He went to Kings Island yesterday. I'm going to call him and make sure he had safe travels there and back home. And then here we go into the Castleton traffic. This is crazy. I've never seen so much traffic on a Sunday. On a Sunday morning. Like, people are freaking everywhere. And it's wild. It's just wild. Listen that I'm blowing and just, whew, they drive me crazy. But yeah, I'll be back later today. I always say I'll be back later today, but it may be in a couple of days. I don't know. I'll be back though. Okay, call you back. Bye.